So, today we're going to have our first original topic. The last three were about were subjects I'd already recorded on the original audio recordings, but this is something that I actually think about every day, and brings me to another important point of this series, is that after a while, I don't know, you might pick up on the fact that these are basically the rantings of a man who should never be given complete dictatorial power over the world, because that's what these are. This is how I see the world, and this is the extreme way we need to fix it. Because here's the thing, okay, that sounds horrible just on itself, but just you and me and everyone in this world have a little dictator in our heart. Because anytime you've looked at a problem in this world and you said, well, if I was in charge, I would do X and Y and B or whatever to fix that problem, and then that problem would go away. But here's the thing. There's at least two problems with that. Fuck you. Two problems with that is, first, you doing so is forcing your moral will upon the people, whether they like it or not. You say, oh, I don't like this, so it's going to be different. That's you forcing your will on a person. That's what a dictator does. Secondly, you also, like a dictator, are only thinking in black and white most of the time. Very few people, will sit there and actually... I think a lot of people are, I don't know. People are goddamn stupid these days. But if you sit back and you think about a problem, it's like, okay, here's a problem. One of the bigger issues, that doesn't seem to go away. I'm not talking like, troubleshooting something simple or, not touching the stove kind of problems. I'm talking about like the one I talked about in episode 1, homeless people. Okay. It's a complex issue, it's just, you can't just throw money at the issue. You can't just relocate people. You can't force people to do things. You can't imprison people it is what isn't a victimless crime. Anyway, we're not going back over episode 1 again. Episode 1 is done and gone. Let's just pretend that one didn't fucking happen, okay? Problems are complicated. So, that's why we, don't rule with dictators and one person doing everything. But, it is... that way we try to have collective consensus and compromise, on, that's what politics is, to, misquote Heinlein, is just us getting together and agreeing on the rules that, we're going to have, so we don't bash each other's heads in over stupid shit, basically. So yeah, that's what all these run on. And anyway, I'm already 3 minutes into this shit. I'm not, okay. Parking, traffic, parking lots, all that shit, okay? It is a proven fact that 100% of the drivers on the road are daft cunts, except for me. Everybody else is a fucking cunt, okay? Y'all suck. I suck. Everybody sucks, okay? We don't take this shit seriously. These are 1,000 pounds or more, heavy machines, traveling at high velocity. It's very serious fucking business, okay? There should be stricter regulations. There should be more requirements to driving. They just let anybody and their fucking brother have a license. Fuck, they let people that can't even fucking read English have licenses sometimes, I mean, I understand if you're like, coming into the country and you want to rent a car, but, if you can't read the fucking signs and shit, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I assume you have common sense. You can kind of look and get an idea, because everybody has some form of traffic laws, but fuck, it's a very serious thing that gets people hurt and killed and fuck shit up and costs thousands of fucking dollars when people do it wrong. Not to mention the fucking amount of stress that this society has just from traffic alone. I mean, for Christ's sake, go back and watch anything from the last fucking 20, 30 years on TV, sitcoms and shit. And one of the big things they talk about, fucking traffic. Anywhere you go in this country, traffic sucks. Like, I go from state to state to state, and I find traffic, and I'll compare it to different states. Like, Idaho, you guys fucking suck. Missouri, you guys fucking suck. Illinois, you fucking suck. Louisiana, fucking suck. Texas, I didn't get to drive in you. I only did a layover in Dallas, Fort Worth, so I'm looking forward to driving you. I hear you guys are fucking maniacs. Utah, You guys are nuts. But I like driving in you. So I just gotta fucking pay attention because I can't trust any of you guys. But you guys are at least at the top of the list. And that's even with all the fucking issues you get that this traffic fucking system has. Let's see, where else? Kansas. I think Kansas sucks. I think yeah, because it's just the parts of Kansas and Oklahoma and Missouri that I was in was fucking shit. So yeah, Oklahoma kind of sucks too now that I think about it. Parts of Utah suck. Logan, Utah, you guys fucking suck at driving. I understand it's partially not your fault. The infrastructure can't really grow with the way everything is built, and you're growing too fast for it. But you guys need to fucking adapt your driving methods so that you're not being a bunch of fucking asshats that are fucking strung out along the fucking road doing the bare fucking minimum. Nobody can fucking get anywhere or fucking get out of fucking intersections, and your lights are all fucking poorly timed. Parking lots are fucking anarchy zones. And I'm not somebody that calls for regulations. I don't really like regulations. I would hope that man could govern themselves without having to have somebody hold their hand. That's what our Constitution is built about. It works. It does. But we have to be fucking grown-ups and be able to live our lives without fucking somebody having to come in and do a regulation or a law or, or whatever. We don't need fucking daddy government. We need to just be better fucking people. And you fucking communists aren't the fucking better people. The shit that you're fucking prescribing to is a lot fucking worse. You have to be good fucking people for a system like that to work. And we're not involved in that, obviously, because we have the best fucking system in the world with America right now. And people are still fucking assholes because people can't fucking follow the basic principle of just leave each other alone. Parking lots need to be regulated like roadways. You as a business should be required to put proper signage and lane usage lane usage regulations in your parking lot so that there is a clear flow of traffic. I'm not saying that you have to do it competently, obviously you're not, because you people don't realize that you don't have to put the crippled spaces right next to the fucking building. You have to legally have some, but they don't have to be in the best fucking spots, unused, next to the goddamn store. You can put them a little bit further away down and make those motherfuckers got a chair they get to fucking roll in. What the fuck, dickheads? So, moving on from there, I think that is a very fucking good first step, that we should require that there should be some liability. That way, then it just undoes the if you have the signage, then you as a store don't have the liability. You don't have to pay for it. So it's still private. You still have the right to have security and shit to get rid of them and kick people off of your private property. But I think that should be used so that way if somebody crashes in your parking lot, here's the camera footage, but otherwise that's not our problem. We put the signs up so that way we have clear idea of whose fault it is. Nobody wants to take responsibility for shit like that. I got a minute and a half here. Okay, the other thing I think is that driver's ed should be started at 14, and I think from 15 to 16 should be very good courses. I think you should not be allowed to use GPS and have to rely on maps and landmarks and actually learn how to drive and pay attention to the traffic until you are 18 years old, and you should have to take the tests, and you should have, regular routine exams, every few years or something to make sure you're up and snuff. And I think as a delivery driver, that we delivery drivers should actually be required to have, we should have some kind of incentive and tax code and whatever to have defensive driving courses, because I think that would help out a lot. Basically help us get to not a CDL level, but be able, and not a cop level or something like that, or stunt driver level, but be able to drive more aggressively so that we can go get through traffic and get things done, because we are kind of a nuisance and we also have a job to do and we have shit to get done. So I would like to see more enforcement in that, and I would like to see a program like that. So yes, this is my little dictatorial way of saying y'all are a bunch of fucking shitty ass drivers, and this is how I would this is a couple things I would do as ruler of Earth to make things a little less stressful on us. It wouldn't solve everything, but there's a couple things that would fucking help. Anyway, we're almost to 10 minutes, so you guys have a good night or good day or whatever it is, and I'll see you tomorrow.